Once upon a time, in a world where puppets walked the streets, there was Phil, the puppet detective. He started his career as the very first and only puppet on the police force, but let's just say things didn't go as planned. Disgraced and feeling a bit lost, he turned to private investigating. This shift wasn't just a career change, it highlighted the intense struggles that puppets like Phil face in a society that doesn't always take them seriously. Now, hold on tight because here comes Sandra, a puppet in distress. She reaches out to Phil for help because someone's blackmailing her. Just imagine the weight of her secretive lifestyle crashing down on her. With the ransom so high, it feels like she's trapped in a dark corner with no way out. The stakes couldn't be higher, and Phil knows he has to step up. Phil's investigation takes him on a wild detour to his buddy Vinny's adult film store. Sounds crazy, right? But in this quirky world, it's a bizarre setting that brilliantly showcases the weird connections between puppetry and adult entertainment. It's not just a funny backdrop, it exposes the hurdles puppets face as they try to fit in with humans. But here's the kicker: as Phil steps into the chaos of the store, he's completely oblivious to the mayhem around him, thanks to the blaring music. It's a perfect metaphor for how people can be blind to the dangers lurking right under their noses. Isn't it wild how ignorance can sometimes put us in the biggest trouble? As if things weren't complicated enough, Phil's past with Connie adds a layer of tension. Their relationship is stretched thin from a bitter fallout, and now it's spilling over into his professional life. It's a classic case of how personal drama can throw a wrench in even the most serious of investigations. And then there's Larry, who shrugs off the tragic death of Bumley Pants like it's no big deal. Talk about emotional responses. His laid-back attitude in the face of loss shows just how complex and varied relationships can be, especially when tragedy strikes. Now enter Rovan, the prejudiced producer who's just a thorn in Phil and Connie's side. He's not about to make their investigation easy, and when push comes to shove, Phil finds himself resorting to violence. This intense moment perfectly illustrates the ongoing tensions between puppets and humans, making the stakes rise even higher. As Phil digs deeper, he uncovers something sinister. It turns out the remaining actors are more interested in reaping profits from each other's deaths than in sticking together. Talk about greed. This revelation sneaks in a chilling twist that hints at darker motives behind the murders. Meanwhile, Connie is facing her own battles, challenging sexism head-on in the underground ghetto. Her strength and resilience shine through as she navigates this tough terrain. It's a powerful reminder of the ongoing struggles women face in a male-dominated world, showing us that courage comes in many forms. Things get even messier when Phil finds himself tangled in a romantic relationship with Sandra. While he tries to juggle his feelings, his investigation slips into chaos. Commitment issues? Check. Distractions? Double check. Their dynamic shifts under pressure, making it a roller coaster of emotions. Then comes a moment of truth when Phil meets his ex-girlfriend Jenny. This meeting isn't just awkward, it lays bare the emotional scars of their past. Jenny's tragic fate hits hard, reminding Phil and us that the shadows of relationships can linger long after they end. Flashing back into Phil's past reveals the weight of his choices. It's a gripping moment that showcases the themes of guilt, regret, and the brutal consequences of violence. The past has a way of creeping back in and haunting you, especially when you least expect it. When the duo finally stumbles upon the gruesome scene of Ezra and Kara's deaths, the tension skyrockets. They're left frustrated, desperately searching for a killer but finding only dead ends. It's one of those classic moments where you just want to shout, "Come on, give us a break." In a shocking twist, Sandra's testimony unravels a tangled web of deceit. The affairs and jealousies surrounding her lead to deadly consequences, turning the investigation on its head. Just when you think you have it all figured out, bam! New complications arise, setting the stage for a thrilling conclusion. With their sights set on clearing Phil's name, Connie and Bubbles dive deep into a secret room filled with incriminating evidence. It's like a treasure hunt, but instead of gold, they're unearthing the depths of Sandra's manipulation. The tension builds as the pieces of the puzzle start to come together. But wait, there's more. Sandra's thirst for revenge bubbles to the surface, revealing her desire to make Phil suffer for past wrongs. It's a dark twist that pulls back the curtain on her complex motivations, showing that not everything is what it seems. Just when it seems like all hope is lost, Connie swoops in at the last minute, showing true bravery and loyalty. She fights to save Phil from Sandra's grasp, proving that friendship can conquer even the darkest of moments. Her courage lights up the scene like a beacon of hope. In the epic conclusion of this chaotic case, we gather our heroes Phil and Connie, who emerge stronger and ready for a fresh start. They're reinstated to their previous positions, signifying a chance at redemption and a brand new beginning. Sometimes, all you need is a little victory to light the way forward.